Hey, this is AJ Mirzad, and we are here for this interactive online presentation. So I'm so glad you're here. So I want to make sure everyone else shows up. So bear with me. Want to get set up. I'm a bit of a technical dunce, so I'm going to try to get through this as smoothly as possible, but I want to give you a heads up just in case I screw up on this presentation. So we're going to get started on how to build a six-figure and low-stress online coaching business. So please be fully focused with a pen and paper. Turn off all distractions, no Facebook, no Instagram, no Twitter. Close all web browsers. Put your phone on airplane mode, turn it off. And I want you to be fully engaged here because you're going to get the most out of this presentation if you are doing the exercises that I go through. Most importantly, I want you to stay until the very end because I have a special surprise for you. So please take full advantage of this workshop. I'm going to be sharing a lot of great content, and I have absolutely nothing to sell on this presentation, right? There's a lot of value you're going to get out of it, but most importantly, I want you to be fully focused doing the exercises that we go through. And keep in mind, there's a lot of people on the line right now, as I could see, coming in. And if you get off this presentation, if you close the browser, you might not be able to get back in. So you're here right now. You're focused. I want your undivided attention so we can move forward. So keep in mind, this is a step-by-step blueprint on how to set up a $100,000 a year fitness coaching business. And my goal is very simple. By the end of this presentation, I will show you every single one of my systems. I'm going to prove to you that you can have your own online fitness business. And if you feel that what I have to offer is a good fit, then we'll move forward. Cool? Keep in mind, we'll be moving very fast. So I talk fast. So please be fully focused and take notes. Engage below. Right now, just tell me what your name is and where you're from. Okay, just want to make sure the chat box is working. Great. Okay, so very cool. So who am I and who am I to teach you this information? Well, my name is AJ Mirzad. I'm a best-selling author and the owner of Life Fuel Fitness online personal training. Now, I've been a business mentor and coach for over 12 years, and I'm a lifelong entrepreneur, and so are you. Otherwise, you would not be on this presentation. And little known fact, I'm a huge bookworm, and I'm addicted to peanut butter. Seriously, I'm like a crackhead. I cannot have that stuff around. It's always calling my name in my house. I'll eat an entire jar in one sitting. It is my kryptonite. All right, so here is who I used to be. You see, I was overweight most of my life. At my heaviest, I was 60 pounds overweight. I had these huge chipmunk cheeks, big old man boobs, right? There's jugs that I was so embarrassed about, just wearing like white t-shirts, and I had this belly that just stuck out, and I was extremely depressed, of course very insecure about my body, and I really had no goals, no discipline in life. And I'm a very extreme guy, so the same way of it getting extremely overweight, I went the other way and I found the wonderful world of fitness. And this is here after I lost the 60 pounds, after years of understanding nutrition and the science of exercise and really getting my mindset in the right place to be accountable and disciplined. And this is here at where I am right now, right? This is the real deal. No Photoshop. This is how I look. I stay lean most of the year, and I stay focused. And I like to work out in jeans, as you can see. But no, seriously, fitness changed my life. And it made me realize, like, listen, because it gave me such a transformation. I want to devote my life in helping others achieve the same thing. And that's where I became a personal trainer. And I devoted really teaching people the same nutrition, exercise, mindset that changed my life. So I've been in the fitness industry for over 12 years now. So here's what you're going to learn in this presentation. The 5 systems you need to start a profitable online fitness coaching business. The 3 things you must do to become a 6-figure online fitness coach. How to get started with online personal training. By the end of this webinar, you're going to get an easy to implement system to create a profitable online fitness income in less than 30 days. That is my guarantee. By the end of this webinar, you're going to have a step-by-step system on how you can get started, right? Like I said, this is a very interactive workshop. Please stay focused. And most importantly, I have nothing to sell over here. So don't worry about that. You could put your guard down. I'm going to be very honest and very authentic. I'm going to be sharing a lot of behind the scenes things in my business. And most importantly, I want for you, so you can get more clients, eliminate a roller coaster income, and have prospects chasing you, all without cold calling. You're going to have these amazing systems that attract the ideal clients, convert them, and a highly leveraged way of serving them that doesn't make you trade hours for dollars. And if you stay until the very end, I'm going to give you an all-out exposed tour of all my systems and show you how easy it is to create a $100,000 per year online fitness coaching business. You'll also get a recording of this presentation and a cheat sheet of all the slides, right? Because I'm going to give you my slides and a complete mind map cheat sheet on how I made $30,000 a month in the first 90 days of my online fitness coaching business. I'm 100% honest and full of integrity with you. I'm going to share all of this with you by the end of the presentation. So stay tuned and stay focused. And keep in mind, over the past few years, I've sold over $500,000 in online fitness coaching. So do you want to learn the easy way to earn thousands per month with online fitness coaching without being a computer whiz, having a huge email list, or even having a website? This is not a scam, all right? Everything that I'm teaching here is 100% true, all right? So have an open mind, take notes, and really, I'm going to share with you with 100% authenticity and transparency my entire business model and how you can start something similar for yourself. And the results speak for themselves. I'm going to share some of my students' testimonials. So these are students in a private Facebook group that I've just started my program. All right, so first deal in the books, a poor graduate student has agreed to pay me $120 per month for the next 6 months. Baby steps, a couple of more in the pipeline. Hey AJ, it's been a crazy busy with my business these past 2 weeks. I closed over 20 people over the phone from Facebook ads. Okay, my intro, I want to work with obese clients online. I think my issue has been lack of confidence selling over the phone, but selling a lot this week, excuse me, over the phone has dramatically improved that. I also need better qualified clients before speaking with them. I'm still trying to finish my ebook. My online business picked up. I closed 2 new clients and renewed another one since yesterday. Kyle has cracked the code and unlocked his sales superpower. Since last Thursday, he's been closing 1 client per day. Now he's stepping up to 2 closes per day. Perhaps soon he will enlighten us with what he learned to become a client closing machine. Any of you have the potential to do the same. So these are my students' testimonials, and typically I work with different types of students, and this is a little quiz that we're going to do at the end of this presentation. I'm not going to get into it right now, but this quiz is going to show you where you are in your business and how to get to the next level. So it's very, very important that you take this quiz because you're going to get a lot of insights and breakthroughs in terms of where you are and where you want to go. All right, so we'll get into that later on. We're going to talk about the 3 secrets of having an online personal training business. Number 1, you can make more money in 1 phone calls selling high ticket online fitness coaching than you can in an entire week of personal training. All you need are consistent leads. You can get each lead for under $1 through targeted ads. Number 3, you no longer trade hours for dollars. You can coach hundreds of online clients in just 60 minutes per day. So these are 3 secrets that I'm going to share with you on how you could have your online business do the same. But right back to being interactive and engaged. Right now, where are you now and where do you want to be? Okay, so in the chat box below, please type in the answer to 2 questions I'm going to ask you. Okay, so I'm going to keep this part very confidential. I'm not going to say your name, but just type down number 1. What was your income last month? How much money did you earn? Right? So last month, what was your net income total? All right, see some numbers coming in. 2K, 1.5, $3,000, all right, $500, $12,000, 22K. All right, keep typing them in. 6K. All right. Next up, where do you want it to be? All right, so like I said, this is a very, very important workshop. The more that you engage, the more clarity you're going to have in terms of the next steps to take to start your online fitness coaching business. Where would you like it to be? All right, $10,000. Cool. $8,000. Yes, $8,000 is a great number because $8,000 a month is a $100,000 a year business. So it's a great number to hit. 20K. All right. 60K. All right. Whatever that number is, where do you want it to be? What would make you happy? What would make you fulfilled? But most importantly, what do you feel you can do compared from where you are now? Because that's one of the key things that I want to do to basically close the gap from where you are to where you want to be and give you a step-by-step blueprint on how to get there. That is the most important thing. We're not just doing this exercise for your ego. We're doing it so you actually learn to create systems and the step-by-step process to get to where you want to be. Because I totally understand. It's not your fault that you don't have a marketing system. First of all, you need a marketing system and you need to automate it. All right? And I'll show you shortly, because marketing, sales, and business growth is what's going to get you to where you want to be with your monthly income. But first, I have a confession. You see, I wasn't always a successful online personal trainer. You know, I struggled for many, many years in my personal training career. As I mentioned to you, when I first lost the weight, 60 pounds, and decided to become a personal trainer, that's when I was in a place where I just was focused on getting people results. And that is what built up my business and gave me the confidence to really make this a full-time gig. So I first started out in a corporate gym, and I was completely clueless, because there you really have to hustle. And the way that a corporate gym setting is set up is they focus on the bottom line. So they hire like a boatload of trainers and they work on volume. They don't care about the individual trainers, right? So there were some people there that had a good connection with like the salespeople, and they were just getting boatloads of good quality clients. We had to like cold call, go into these list of old clients. It was like so awkward. And at the same time, we didn't get the right sales procedures. So I would get a client, I would put them through a trial workout, and then it came down to selling them the packages. And the problem was I was so scared of sales. Like I literally didn't know how to ask for the sessions, because I was scared of being rejected. So I lacked a lot of confidence in my first couple of years. I wanted to quit so many times. But then over time, just getting results and getting referrals and not having to sell as much, I started picking up my clientele. And that's when I decided like this whole corporate gym setting wasn't for me. So I went out and I rented some space at a local studio. And my journey was a bumpy one. I took a lot of hits. I almost quit hundreds of times. So if you've been struggling, I know how you feel, because once you go off on your own and you're renting space, the expenses increase, right? At least in a corporate gym, there's no expense if you're spending a lot of time there, but you're not making any money, right? But when you're going off on your own, you're more profitable, but at the same time, you have more pressure. So, I really started to pick things up, and I got better results. And I was doing one-on-one training. The problem was I was getting up at 5 a.m., working until 10 p.m. For like a 10-year period of building my business, I went on no vacations, because if I would go on vacation, I would fear that my clients would not come back, right? So like I had this insecurity my clients would leave me all the time. And at the same time, I was losing hundreds of dollars, like money that I needed to pay my bills and, support my family. And of course, take care of my expenses. And if I went on vacation, I could not do that. So that's really tough, when you're in that position, trading hours for dollars and really not taking any time off and not having the freedom and spending time with your family, so on and so forth. So, my business was a constant struggle, because it was always, doing well for 1 month, and then 1 month was like terrible. And the problem was, like, when I was really building on my business, that's when like the economy took a big crash, right? So a lot of the clients I had just stopped training, and my schedule was wiped out. I stopped getting referrals. I didn't even have like any type of systems in play, not even a website. So I was like just in a lot of fear, because I was busting my ass at this business that I was very passionate about, but at the same time, I was not making any income, and I started losing a lot of money. My expenses increased. I had to pay for my family. I had to pay my bills. I had to put food on the table, and I was just really struggling, having a hard time making money. And, I started going lower and lower with my income. And, just to be fully honest and transparent, I've always had a lot of insecurities about money. That's why I was probably so scared of sales. I grew up very poor. And, my parents would always talk about like, oh, there's never enough money and we can't pay the bills. And, we can't make rent this month. And for many years, that like stuck with me, because I always had this fear, even myself, even when I did have money to support myself, I always feared going broke. And as an adult, it is, something that we all go through, because the worst thing that could happen is not paying your bills. For me, moving back in to my mom's basement, and the worst thing, having to get a 9 to 5 job, like, oh my God, like, this is so embarrassing, because like I started personal training, I started this business, and I was telling all my friends and family about it. And then like imagine if I had to close my business down and go work in an office. Like that was so embarrassing, I thought I had the dream, but I was struggling really bad financially. So I was struggling to get people into my business. I was struggling to pay my bills, and I was struggling to keep a positive attitude and not give up. So I was really down and out. Like I said, at a certain point, I hit rock bottom. And the next slide I'm going to share with you, this gets me really, really emotional, because it was like the lowest point I've ever been in my life. And this is when the economy was going downhill, and I had a lot of expenses, and I was not making the money to support myself. And so I actually applied for food stamps, right? So I filled out an application, and I wrote all my information. I was really, really in a low state. I was really depressed, down, and full of fear, scared out of my life. I mean, I've never, ever shared this with anyone, all right? So I'm going to be really authentic and honest and raw with you, to just show you, like, how bad things were owning a business. So I filled out this form for food stamps, and I put it in a letter, as you can see. But I never sent the letter out. Like something stopped me. I went as far as like doing everything and getting the address. And I was right about to send it out, but I knew like this can't happen to me. I'm a young man living in America. I'm educated. I'm passionate about my business. I'm, in great shape. nothing should be stopping me. Like, why am I at this level where I need the government assistance? So, that just really hit me, because I think like when you hit a certain point of pain and a certain point of just like rock bottom, the only way is up, right? And, when you're struggling, it's your greatest teacher. Because when you're going through a storm, when you walk out of that storm, you're not the same person that walked in. And that's where I needed to make a big change. So slowly, I started to build things back to where they were. But it wasn't enough to get out of the hell that I was in, right? I was in some painful, deep, dark hell. And I needed something new. I needed something to change. So I needed a better way. So, I'm very, very extreme. Same thing when I was extremely fat and depressed, and I got into fitness, and I became extremely happy and fit with my business as well. I realized that hell no, I was not going to get food stamp. Hell no, was I going to go back and work a 9 to 5 and live in my mom's basement and go back to the way things were. So I needed to make a better change. And I remember at the time, I had a friend who started a boot camp. And him and I, we worked at the corporate gym together. We did one-on-one personal training. And all of a sudden, he had his website and a boot camp. And he had all these clients. And like business was booming. And I was like, whoa, like how did you do that? And he's like, dude, you got to search for fitness marketing. You got to find out what it is and learn all you can about it. So I was like, damn, definitely. I'm down for that. So I went online and I Googled fitness marketing, and I was blown away, because there's this whole world of personal trainers earning hundreds of thousands per year, having boatloads of clients, just really having full control over their businesses. So I said, okay, I'm going to really, really learn this stuff and invest in it. I read every blog. I didn't have money on my credit card, so I was going deeply in debt, just hiring different mentors and buying their products. And I decided to take all out massive action, because everything that I took, I put into play, right? I lost money, and through trial and error, I was basically learning how to build my business, right? I was taking the steps. A lot of the stuff I was clueless in. I started, building my first website. I started doing like search engine optimization. I started creating systems, marketing campaigns, right? So I was going into debt, but at the same time, I was slowly increasing my income. But I was like, I'm never, ever, ever going to be that broke ever again. So I stayed up late, and I, just hustled my ass. So I started getting more clients. And when you take all that massive action, you could solve any problem, because action alleviates all anxiety. So whenever you're unsure, just take action. Just do something. And that's when I learned. I started to really build up my business. And, in a very short amount of time, I was at a place where I was making a lot of profits. And I really started to surround myself with more positive people, more influential people that just inspired me. And one of my mentors, his name is Jim Rohn, RIP. He says that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And this is 100% true. And I think about every aspect of your life, your relationships, your health, your happiness, your wealth. The 5 people in your life that are your closest are the sum total average of that. So once Jim Rohn taught me this, it changed my life. And I said to myself that I need to surround myself with more successful, happy, fit people. And, at the time when I was studying a lot of this marketing and looking at all these gurus and buying their programs, I started to email them, like 10, 20 emails a day. I would tell people like, hey, how's it going? I love your book. I love your program. And I would try to create relationships with them and friendships, but they never answered me back, and I was really upset at first. So I'm like, well, these people seem so cool and nice, and their books and programs, why are they not getting back to me? I don't understand this. And then I came to realize that I had no value to put upon them. So why would they want to spend their time and energy with me? So then I realized that the best way that I get value to them is by investing in them, by hiring them, by buying their programs, by investing in their coaching, joining their masterminds, going to their seminars, and hearing some of the business mentors that changed my life. Because once I invested in myself, that's when I became more powerful with having networks and having the capabilities and skills to take my business to the next level. So these people changed my life. Tony Robbins, Joe Polish, you might recognize some of them. Frank Kern, Eben Pagan, Dean Jackson, Jimmy Harding, Dan Sullivan, Kevin Nations. And over the years, I invested every penny I had into hiring coaches and mentors because that was the fastest way to get to success. Because the best way to be where you want to be is to model success. Why reinvent the wheel, right? If someone is where you want to be, give them some money and it'll teach you how to get there faster. And that was my secret to success, right? Once I got out of, being in debt and I started making money and I invested in myself, all the opportunities came because the best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. So I joined a bunch of different coaching programs and masterminds. And one of the best masterminds that I joined is called the 25K group. And why it's called the 25K group is because you have to spend $25,000 a year to be in it, right? So it's a high-level entrepreneurial group. The guy on the bottom left who's pointing at me, his name's Joe Polish. Great dude, super down to earth, really cool. So he started the 25K group, and it allowed me to get exposure to all these heroes and people I've read their books and studied their programs and mentors, and I was now friends with them, right? So they taught me all their best secrets and tactics, and also how to live a happy, influential, just giving type of life. Because some of these guys have, $10-100 million businesses. There's a billionaire in the group, and they give so much back, and inspired me. Like, I just don't want to make a lot of money. I want to give back money. I want to basically change more lives, impact more people, just change the world in such a powerful and profound way. And I started building a lot of confidence, and I started learning a lot of lessons of how these successful people live their lives and how I could do it, and I could help more people do the same thing. So be willing to destroy anything in your life that is not excellent. All right, so once I learned this from the 25K group, my life changed. I started to really simplify my life and got rid of a lot of the stuff that wasn't excellent at my highest ideal. Now think about your life. So think about negative people, negative clients, toxic thoughts, things that just hold you back. Because the serious truth is that you are being held back by toxicity, right? Because when you eliminate toxic people out of your life, new opportunities and possibilities emerge. Amazing things start to happen, and it won't be a coincidence. All right. The other thing is, when you are only focused on what's excellent, you do your best, right? You're always giving your all. You focus on your superpower. Your superpower is the thing that gives you energy, that you're just full of creativity. And anything that is not your superpower drains you. Low leverage activities, whether it's answering emails, whether it's building a website. There's a lot of hats that we wear as business owners and entrepreneurs. So once we simplify our lives and we eliminate a lot of the stuff that's holding us back, we only grow in a very profound and powerful way. So one thing I've learned is that your opportunities increase when your capabilities increase. So once I learned by investing in myself, learning sales, marketing, personal development, confidence, the more my capabilities increased, the more skills I had, the more opportunities came my way. I had a better grasp on making money because, believe me, to join the 25K group, spending $25,000, it was a lot of money to put on my credit card. And I knew I had to hustle and I had to make it back. And I'll just be 100% honest. I'm not saying this to show off or anything like that. I not only made the $25,000 back, but I made 10 times that, right? So I increased my return on investment 10 times. And typically when I do coaching or joining different networking groups, I always make my money back and then fold, because it's the perspective, it's the tips, but also you have this level of capability where you're competing against everyone in there, and you don't want to be the lowest guy, right? So a lot of times I'd walk in, I was the dumbest person in the room. So the key thing is, if you're walking into a room and you're the dumbest person in the room, that's the room you want to be in. All right. So no problemo. So the thing that really influenced me is realizing that if you're not taking enough risk that may cause you public embarrassment or financial loss, then you're not taking enough action. The key is to look at each risk as a test rather than a win or fail. 9 times out of 10, things are not going to work out to your expectations, but the 10% that does elevates you to the next level. Relentlessly add value and keep your expectations low. So I started a daily practice, and I started a journal that I write into every single day. Most importantly, learn to accept rather than expect. I started a top 5 gratitude list. What are the 5 things that I'm grateful for each day? How can I serve others and add value? When you live with full integrity, the whole world runs to you. I do one thing out of my comfort zone each day. And most importantly, I maximize this moment. And I try to live in the present because now is all we have. All right. So the most important thing you got to remember is what got you here won't get you there. And I had to learn marketing out of necessity. I was completely broke and needing to feed my family, so I learned marketing. So direct response marketing changed my life. So for the first time, I saw marketing produce predictable results. So direct response marketing rocks screw brand marketing. Direct response marketing is like an infomercial. So if you watch an infomercial, it airs for a certain amount of time, and every element of it is trackable and tweakable. So when you watch an infomercial, let's say it costs $500,000 to put on, but it makes $700,000 when it airs. People could tell every time this airs, I make $200,000 profit. So it's very, very trackable and tweakable, every element of it. Brand marketing is like a Calvin Klein ad in Times Square. So there's a huge naked guy up there, but you can't track the elements. How many jeans is that guy selling? All right. How many people are taking action, right? So you really can't track it. Brand marketing is for billion-dollar businesses, but for a small business, for personal trainers, for health coaches, direct response marketing is the way to go. So once I understood marketing, so I discovered a passion for it over personal training because I was really burnt out on fitness, but creating a successful marketing campaign really juiced me. So this led me to start an online coaching company. And the key to switching from a business operator to a business owner is this. So you want to be a marketer first and a personal trainer second. You want to build simple systems. So you want to start to manage systems and procedures and not people. So this may sound very, very cheesy, but the bigger the dream, the bigger the team. So once you're in a place when you're eliminating that which is not excellent and you're focusing on your superpower, you need to have people on your team to help you do your unique capabilities. So I paid for performance and I focus on 100% virtual team. So I hired a saleswoman, and a saleswoman that works on commission only. She literally only gets paid when she makes sales. She gets 20% of every sale. So I have automated lead generation systems. I send her leads all day long. She works from home, and if she closes a sale, she makes money and I make money. So I train her to close sales in my system for my online fitness coaching. And she only gets paid when she makes a sale. Very, very important. So I do the same thing for website design, where I hire web developers and I focus on conversions. What do I want the person to do? Add an email, buy a product. So you got to make this website convert, and I'll pay you. All right. And I'll teach you how to do that in this presentation. But also I hired coaches because right now I have over 130 online clients at the current time of this presentation, and I cannot do this alone. So I hired different coaches that are certified that help me coach them, and it's all virtual. They work from home and I don't have to pay them as much. And also for customer support, I hate doing emails and all that good stuff, so I hire people to help me in that department. Okay, so what did I create with online coaching? So I leveraged my expertise and I began serving thousands of clients as opposed to 5 to 10 clients a day. And I started making insanely good money. And I started to really enjoy my work, okay? Because I was growing fast and I was growing smart. I learned how to look smarter, not harder. Because the reality is, once I really built up my online fitness coaching business, I was literally making 10 times the amount of money per year than I was with regular personal training, but working a lot less and a lot more calculated, in my zone of genius where I was doing the things that I loved because it was a virtual business where I got to leverage my expertise. So there's a lot of skills and abilities that you currently have, but you're not leveraging them. You're doing them over and over and over, trading hours for dollars. So the key thing is you're going to learn how to can and clone yourself. So do things one time, record it, build a virtual infrastructure that leverages your expertise. So personal training has a lot of down points. It has good, but a lot of down. So can you relate to this? Because when I was at my peak with personal training, I didn't own a business. The business owned me. So I was in business as an operator, not a business owner. It was no longer fun. All right. The vision, it was not congruent with what I expected. I was trading hours for dollars, not taking vacations, working 5 a.m. to 10 p.m., just fully burnt out. And my big shift happened in January of 2013 because I was really burnt out. The whole year of 2012 was my best year financially as a personal trainer, but I was killing myself. I was working like 70 hours a week. I had all these clients that I was training one-on-one. I had another trainer. She was stacked up too. But the problem was that I was working on my business as well with the sales and marketing and making sure that everything was flowing, getting referrals. And I was literally not taking any time off. Like I said, it was like a 10-year period where I never went on vacation. But that was like the worst of it. That was like the worst. Like I could not live this anymore. I was really depressed. And, I didn't work out. I started getting fat again because I was so busy in my business. I didn't have any time for myself. I never spent any time with my family. My relationships suffered. Everything just deteriorated. So January 2013, I said, enough is enough. Right now I'm living someone else's vision and it's not mine. I was sick and tired of trading hours for dollars. So I decided to invest in myself to work smarter and not harder. So I put together the best of everything that I've learned and I implemented it into a system. So at that point in time, I really, really focused on making a significant living with online personal training. So that's when I hired different online personal trainers and I went into their programs and I was really, fully transparent with them. I said, listen, I'm looking to build my own online personal training business. So I want to be your student and learn from you. Is that cool? And a lot of them agreed. And I hired online internet marketing coaches and also a lot of gurus who had really powerful, high leverage coaching systems. I learned their systems so I could create my own. And here's some of the numbers that I'm going to share with you. I'm fully transparent, 100% honest with what I do. And no bullshit. This is what I create. So I have two types of programs. One's a $1,000 online fitness coaching program. The other is a $5,000 online fitness coaching program. So typically, let's say in a month, if I sell 18 clients at $1,000 per package, that's $18,000 a month. So in a year, that's $216,000 a year. So 18 clients at $5,000, that's $90,000 a month. In a year, that's $1,080,000 a year. So I'm being 100% brutally honest. These are the numbers that I do. I'm not trying to show off at all, but I just want to show you the possibility and the perspective of how you can do it because I'm no smarter than you. Right? I'm no talented. I just invested a lot in myself and my education. I built my confidence over the years. I was dead broke and struggling for a while, but then I learned the power of personal development, of marketing, of understanding all these systems. And thankfully, I do extremely well for myself right now. All right. And you can do the same exact thing for yourself. And I'm going to show you exactly how, because the business of online fitness coaching is 80% profit, is minimal expenses. You get to work from home. You have an immense level of freedom. So right now, you decide if this is the way to go for you. So I told you January of 2013 is when I went full force with this business model. And here's my schedule, April of 2013, because the main thing is selling these packages and programs. And I really started to fill up my schedule selling it because the cool thing is once you get the leverage virtual infrastructure down packed, it's all about cultivating leads and selling them. So I'll commit myself to, getting at least, 10 sales presentations a week of selling this high ticket type of program. And once I got my schedule to get those leads coming in and selling them, then I really took my income to the next level. And here's how I did it. So I stopped selling stuff and I started selling systems. I created a leveraged online coaching system. So I use world-class marketing to fill my client roster. So the cool thing about this is that you don't need a lot of clients. Oops, I have a little technical difficulties here. Please bear with me. Okay. Like I said, I'm not the computer whiz, so don't get mad at me if I screw up. And I kind of lost my slides. I got scared for a second. So that's the key thing. You don't need as many clients. You only need one client per day. So if you could set up like a client, let's say if you start at $1,000, right? So if you, let's say for example, get, 2 clients per week at $1,000 and you put them through your virtual infrastructure that does not require hours for dollars, that's 2 clients a week at $1,000, and that's $8,000 a month. So easy $100,000 business. And I help a lot of my students accomplish that very easily and very quickly. All right. Because I have systems and I give them those systems that they put into play. So the key thing is multiplication by subtraction. So you get clear, set a new standard. I learned how to say no more than I say yes. So no to low leverage activities, waste of time, and focusing on what's going to give me happiness and increase my income and help more people, which is the most important thing. So I transitioned away from a very lucrative personal training business, eliminated other shiny objects. I focus on the most important things to grow my business. Enough of those information products and apps and software, screw that stuff. All right. So I grew business my own way with the ultimate intention of serving others. So over the years, I've coached many personal trainers, and here's some key insights that I came across. So I've consulted with dozens of trainers, and there are some common patterns that I've noticed, mainly not having a long-term plan as you get older. All right. So I want to share a few things to help you avoid the worst thing that can happen to you. So I'm going to share a photo that just really, really bothered me, and it put me in a lot of emotional strain. And it's something that I thought about a long time when I was just doing one-on-one personal training. Here's a photo of an elderly personal trainer. All right, so God bless him. I'm sure he's very happy with what he's doing. His client is very enthusiastic, as you can see, but this is the fate that I was going into, right? So if I stayed with personal training, I was stuck in a gym. I had no plan of getting out, no way of retiring, and I was going to do one-on-one personal training for as long as I lived because I didn't have the capabilities. I didn't have the knowledge or the skills in marketing or ways of leveraging my expertise. So if you want to be a personal trainer for the rest of your life, so that's totally cool, totally up to you. But if you want to evolve and grow a business that does not require you to be there all the time, please stay tuned. Because right now I'm going to get right into the exact steps on building an online fitness coaching business. All right. So the only way you get 10 times your income is if you 10 times these 3 systems. So a business can grow in 3 ways: leads, sales, and fulfillment. So I'll get into that in a moment. So most importantly, you may be right here saying with this guy saying how frustrated he is. I need to get some more clients quickly, but I just can't seem to get in front of enough real quality prospects. What am I doing wrong? And what's the fastest way to get the clients I need? So how are your leads? So what is your deal flow, right? So I use a lot of ways to get leads, and they're very consistent. Many of them are automated, but most importantly, they are dirt cheap. So I use a lot of pay-per-click ads, Facebook, Google, Bing, LinkedIn. I use opt-in pages like Lead Pages and Woohoo Forms. Okay, I use my Facebook personal account, my fan page, and Facebook chat, sign up clients. I have a lot of systems for email marketing. I'll share a lot of winning campaigns for you. I use direct mail, postcards, letters. I do a lot of public speaking and networking. Because I have a virtual business, I don't have to be in a gym, so I could travel a lot more and actually go away a lot more nowadays. You never went on vacation before, but once a month I take at least 5 days off, and all I need is a laptop and a phone, and I'm good to go. So I do a lot more public speaking, go to a lot more seminars, and I speak and I pick up boatloads of clients and put them into my virtual system. And also self-published a book. I got it on Amazon, and I get a few leads from that each week. And you know, you got to get a book out there. Right now is the time to like get that book out. I mean, I suck as a typer. I'm Hunted Peck. So I literally transcribed this book. I spoke into a software, and then I sent it to an editor. And the book did really well. It became an Amazon bestseller. But it was all because I didn't take the regular route of typing it myself. I self-published it, got it out there very quickly. And, you know, I get the leads that are coming in. So that will create a flow of leads. So I'm going to show you my actual systems behind the scenes tour. So you're going to have like a flow of leads that are coming in like a faucet. You could turn it off and on. You're in full control, because imagine if you have leads lined up wanting to work with you. You know, thankfully I'm in a place like that with my coaching program where I help personal trainers and health coaches, right? So I'm very selective with who I work with. I just don't take on anybody, because I get to have people apply to my program. I only want positive people, hard workers, and people that are focused on building a long-term business. And you can do the same thing with your business, because chasing repels clients. Like Biggie says, you don't chase, you replace. Okay? So you don't want to be a sleazy person who's always looking to get people, because that just repels people. So I'm going to share with you my sales process. The second part, how to convert leads into clients. So I never try to sell. Okay, so I show people how I can help them. I get them results in advance. I deliver value before asking for anything. Most importantly, they ask me to help them. Okay, so I get into the 5 whys. So when a person comes in, I want to trigger their pain and offer a solution. I want to inspire the prospect into taking action. So I want to get them so thirsty that they feel severely dehydrated. So in a sales process, whether it's a webinar or a sales conversation, I want them to get to the point where they say, oh my God, like I'm in so much pain, I hit rock bottom, I need to make a change. So you want to ask why 5 times. So why do you want to lose weight? Well, I just want to lose 20 pounds. Well, why do you want to lose 20 pounds? Because I'm not happy with my body. So why are you not happy with your body? Because I see my husband looking at other women. So I'm just curious, what is it about your husband looking at other women that bothers you? Oh my God, my husband's going to cheat on me. He hasn't had sex with me in 10 years and I'm really, really insecure. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, all right, you know. So now I know what the deep core pain is, but I only found that out by getting deeper and deeper, going to the 5 whys. So you want to offer a cold glass of water, which is your service to get them out of that dehydration, the pain that they're in. Okay? And most importantly, once they get to that point of pain, then you want to ask them the Dan Sullivan question, one of my mentors. This question is very, very important. I ask it every time I do a sales presentation, right? If we were meeting here 1 year from today, looking back over the year, what does have to have happened during that period for you to feel happy about your progress? That question gets the best answers, because they're going to tell you their ideal life and what they want and every aspect of their perfect situation, right? Their perfect body, how they feel, how they look. You follow up with this one. Out of curiosity, since you know yourself better than anyone else, what do you need? The resources, tools, coaching to accomplish your goals. All right, so they're going to tell you exactly what they need. Most likely it's a nutrition plan, a workout plan, the accountability, and everything is going to be based around your program. So they'll tell you exactly what they need, right, based on the pain they're in their ideal situation, because they know themselves better than anyone else. That's why you ask them that, right? And they say, great, I will do that for you. I have this and that. My program usually takes care of all those elements. So I'll help you accomplish that. All right? Easy close, right? So once you do that, it's very, very simple. It's a super easy framework. And just use that in your next sales presentation, right? Trigger their pain. Do the 5 whys, Dan Sullivan question, and then the action plan question. So these are some of my students who implemented my sales system and closed thousands of dollars of online fitness coaching. So these are some emails that I just copy and pasted. The ads went up late Friday afternoon. Since then, I had 7 applications and closed 3 out of the 4 that I've spoken to over the phone. I got another sale today. Now I'm 4 out of 4. New online coaching sale, $2,000, $1,300 in cash, the rest in payments from a local client. Hey AJ, I sold my first online training for $3,000. followed your script in front of me and used a little improvisation here and there, but wow, it was powerful. And I let her talk at least 80% of the time. Can you believe it? LOL. New sale, $2,000, $1,300 cash, and the rest in payments from a local client. Got another sale today, $1,750. Before I met you, I used to hate sales. All right, so right now I'm going to give you a behind the scenes tour of all my systems. So please bear with me here. This is where the technical whiz has to come out. So I'm going to go into every part. So we have leads, sales, and fulfillment. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. So the first thing over here is lead generation. So I like to use a lot of different lead generation sources. This is Facebook ads. So this is a really highly converting ad. Like literally gets me like 20 to 30 cents a click into leads. So, tone up your waistline with their 12-week transformation challenge. Very simple. And, gets a lot of traction. It gets my ideal client. And on the back end of Facebook, I only target those exact people. So only women who would want a 12-week bikini transformation challenge. Okay. So they click on the ad. And then from there, I take them to a specific page. So typically I like to use the same photo in the ad. So here's a page that converts really well for me. Please do not copy it, but you probably will. So anyways, they go into this page, and once they opt in, I say who it's for, who it's not for. I have my clients before and after here, the ideal vision. So I just ask for the email right from that pay-per-click ad, and then they go through a very powerful conversion process. So they start off being cold. They're just cruising on Facebook. And then from that point on, I warm them up, do an automated system, the same one I teach to my students. And then I close them into either a $1,000 package or a $5,000 package, right? It may sound really weird to you because it's like, how is a person on Facebook going to go and buy your program? Well, I have systems, and I teach those systems to my students. Once you get the system in play, it's very predictable because, that's just one of my funnels. I have many different funnels, but they're very simple and easy to implement because I do it every single day on my own. So I teach other people to do the same exact thing. So you get a cold lead, you warm them up, you close them into a client, and then once I have them as a client, then I'm going to show you my next screen. I turn them into a online coaching student. So they're there for weight loss. So I'm going to share with you. Whoop. It's going pretty decent, better than I expected. So I use a great software called Lean Buddy, and it really centralizes my online coaching program. Here are my clients. So I like I said, currently I have over 130 clients that I'm working with, and pretty much it's amazing. There's no way that I could leverage them without using this software, Lean Buddy, because when I first started, I was just doing Skype sessions, coaching people back to back. It was the same thing as training. So this gets to organize all my clients and, kind of like a Facebook newsfeed type of thing where pretty much I use one area to communicate all of my clients. So I don't have to get them to use emails or phone calls or Skype messages. It's very, very concentrated and very focused. Okay. So, all right. Having technical difficulties here. But anyways, what Lean Buddy does, it gets them to basically have different meal plans, keep track of their weight, but most importantly, it organizes all my clients for me. And then I put them through a automated 6-month system. So I have like a high-end membership site, and it's very, very easy to set up. Nothing too fancy, but it basically leverages my time and energy. So I use a series of different apps and softwares to coach my clients. Like I said, I'm very, very transparent in terms of what I do. And, I'm here to basically show you nothing but the best. But that was a quick tour. I'm not going to get into detail with it, but I have a system, and that system just leverages my time and energy. So without further ado, we're going to keep on going. I don't want to take up too much of your time. The key thing is I have a lot more to share, and most importantly, how you could put that system into play. How you could leverage your time and energy. And this is why many trainers struggle, because many of them don't reach the 90 to 97% of general fitness. They focus on the 3 to 10% of your target market. So you can't be everyone to everyone. You got to really focus on your top niche. So that's why I have specific niches, and I use emotional triggers to get them to become my clients. So I gave you a little tour of my business, a slight bit. That's only one funnel. There's a lot of different funnels that I teach to my students on how they could get online clients consistently, predictably, and also at a higher price point. So I don't believe in like $20, $30 membership sites, online training. A lot of people on Instagram and Facebook don't know what the hell they're doing. I'm all about building a $100,000 plus online fitness coaching business. It's all about, getting cheap targeted leads, specific niches, converting them with high ticket offers using either webinars or sales calls or different ways to go about the conversion. And at the same time, leveraging them into an automated, high leverage coaching virtual infrastructure. Okay. So the most important thing, like I said, it's not your fault. Most gurus don't teach you this type of stuff. I have my own business. I run it day in and day out. So I've learned a lot of things the hard way. I spent many years building this up. And here's some common mistakes I saw. Because as a personal trainer, you just take on as many sessions as possible without a long-term plan. So when you're selling personal training, it feels awesome, let's say, to sell a 20-pack of sessions, right? So you make $1,000, 20-pack for $50 a session. But the problem is you're trading 20 hours of your life for those sessions. So with online fitness coaching, you're selling a high leveraged system that doesn't require time for money, okay? So you're basically limiting your business to a local market. So I have clients all around the world, right? And I teach that to my students too. So your local area, they might not be able to afford your low price programs, but with the right targeting, you can target affluent areas, people that are full of desire. And most importantly, I have automated systems. So they'll take a lead that is outside of your local area and have an automated system of warming them up. Once they get warmed up, then you could close them on a higher ticket package, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, whatever price point you're comfortable with, you could close them. But like I said, all you need is 8 sales at $1,000 per client to make a $100,000 business. Super easy, super simple. Because the key thing is you don't want to brand yourself as a personal trainer where you're limited by the hours in the day. So you want to focus on specific niches, all right? So niche, whatever it's called, you got to focus on a niche. What I mean by that is that basically at the top of this, you're going to see people that are buying now, right? So there are people that are more focused on their specific pains, okay? Most people just focus on general fitness. So weight loss, gaining muscle, that's not the way to go. You got to focus on a specific niche. So I'll show you like some of my target clients. I focus on one niche, which is busy mothers. And busy mothers, let's say they're aged 25 to 40. They want to lose 20 pounds or more. They're a beginner, they're optimistic, and they understand the pain of being a busy mother, lack of time, the stress, the work-family balance, right? So the key thing is you want to enter the conversations going on in your prospect's mind. So here's a report that I put out. So I do this on all my ads, right? My email marketing, Bing, LinkedIn, all the different things. I give them a special report. It's also called a money magnet, right? So 5 hazards of hiring the wrong personal trainer for your child. Ensure your family's health by throwing away these foods in your fridge. Never use these salad dressings in your kids' lunches. Discover a new technique that eliminates post-pregnancy belly fat. All right, so that's only for busy moms. A dude's not going to give a crap about post-pregnancy belly fat. Okay, so here's a key thing: creating an online coaching system that they could follow at home. Right, no gym required. And let's say a busy mom, they're much better clients because they're beginners, they're more optimistic, and they follow the program on their own. They're great candidates. So I have different niches, different target markets. This is just one of them. I just want to give you one example. But every aspect of the marketing is focused on busy moms. A warm-up process, sales process, just for busy moms. But the cool thing is the online infrastructure, it serves everyone. So they come in through a specific lead, specific system that's niche down, but at the end of the day, they all go to the same exact coaching system. No need to make different ones for different people. And I teach my students how to make it where they go into one, but they could be a beginner or they could be like an advanced CrossFit athlete and they'll still get great results. Because over the years, I've had thousands of clients go through my system. So with the trial and error, I learned how to perfect it. And they get to follow the program at their own discretion, okay? Because accountability is key. Motivation is great, but only goes so far. And daily habits equals success. So you want to build accountability by adding automated touch points through technology. Now is the best time to get into online personal training because you have all this technology that coaches your clients for you automatically. And most importantly, there's 500 million people that join the internet every year. By the year 2018, there's going to have, the entire Earth's population is going to have internet access. So online personal training is growing more and more with technology. If you're not on it right now, you're going to miss out on the world's biggest trend in fitness. And you want to build value by showing your clients love. Okay, I'll explain what that is fairly soon. But most importantly, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. It's all about showing them care. It's not about just overwhelming them with advice, but when you show them you truly care about them, that's when they are more accountable. That's when they follow your online programs more specifically. And, here's how we get paid. So I mentioned to you, I do like a 6-month transformation program. It's always paid in full. When a person pays more, they pay more attention. So I just focus on 2 packages. I keep it nice and simple. A $1,000 package and a $5,000 package, right? This is the real deal. I'm not bullshitting. This is what I sell to my online clients, and they happily pay for it, right? So I have 130 clients I'm working with right now at the time of this recording. And most importantly, I downsell them to a monthly retainer fee. So they do the 6 months of the automated program, which is already scaled and leveraged, right? And after that, they then continue on with their habits. I have clients for many, many years. They go into $197 a month, a retainer package. So you might ask, what's the difference between a $1,000 and a $5,000 package? So I offer a little bit more of my time. $1,000 is fully automated. I have other coaches and customer service that takes care of it. It's all automated, so it's like, every aspect of it is like just sent out without me having to do anything. I created a 6-month journey, and it's very, very easy to set up because I do it for my students as well. In a matter of a few weeks, they have everything set up because I already have all the templates and all that stuff done. But a $5,000 package, or people that want to have more time with me, I offer them, more email support. Even I'll do some Skype sessions. But these are like obviously the high-end entrepreneurial clients. A lot of people in the masterminds and networks that I've developed, they want to get weight loss coaching for me. So I made this high-end package. And the cool thing is a lot of people want it because they want to have more contact to me. But these are things that I made for myself. Of course, like you can name your own prices, have your own systems. And I also do supplement sales. And I do affiliate offers. I sell other people's stuff. I don't worry about the shipping. I just make a amount of money because having all these clients, you build a big email list and you could drop ship. So I'll get into that later on because you want to leverage your time and expertise. You want to be shipping boxes, shipping supplements. So there's a lot of great companies that I have my students follow where basically they have their clients buy their supplements throughout the whole journey, right? They're the expert, they're the authority, and you make money off of selling other people's stuff. Okay, so here are the dirty guru secrets. People don't want to teach you online personal training because most of them don't sell online training because it's never been tested. They're not in the day-to-day coaching business. So they sell mostly tricks and gimmicks, and the tricks and gimmicks are not scalable and sustainable. And they never share their exact plan, right? Everything is theory. So this is what you should do as an online business. This is how you should get clients. I do this every single day. I run this business. I'm always tracking and tweaking everything that I teach my students. It works on a daily basis, okay? So right now, I understand you might be overwhelmed. You're like, oh my God, information overload. And I don't blame you because I've shared a lot here. I really gave you a lot of my behind the scenes tour, a lot of my systems, but keep in mind, you don't have to be overwhelmed, okay? Like I said, you got to simplify to multiply. So let me just ask you a question, all right? So right now we're going to get engaged again. Please type this down into the chat box, okay? How well does your marketing score, right? Number 1, does it pre-sell your prospects, okay? Answer down below. Does it get them to call you? Do you offer a money magnet? I went into this, special reports, lead magnets, ebooks. Are you doing that? Is it a proven way to sign clients? You had automated systems that convert your clients for you. And most importantly, does it create deal flow? Can you turn your leads off and on like a faucet. Okay? So if you said no, or you're having trouble with your marketing score, no worries, because you don't have a marketing system. Like I said, you need a marketing system first, and you need to automate it. All right? So that's what I teach to my students. Most importantly, the first thing I set up for them is lead generation systems. Like literally overnight, they get 20, 30 leads a day, right? So once you have those automated leads flowing in like a faucet, you can do a lot with them. You can be a lot more selective with who you have, but at the same time, you can increase your prices because you're in high demand, right? And that is why you don't have enough clients, right? Because you're not getting that flow of leads. And what is the impact of this, right? What is the impact of not having clients? So feel free to answer in the chat box below. Because most importantly, you're on a roller coaster, right? You want to get off that roller coaster. You don't want to have high months, low months. Do not be on a roller coaster with your business. It's very, very scary. You need consistency and predictability. Because a lot of times you still don't have clients if you don't have these systems. And I don't blame you. I didn't have them for many years myself. I do invest, hire, learn, trial and error, fail. But finally, I got it down packed into a formula. And you got to say to yourself, how much is it costing you not to handle this, right? So if you're not making $8,000 to $10,000 from your online fitness coaching business, it's costing you $8,000 to $10,000 a month not to implement this, right? Because I'm all about simplicity. I like to get my students up and running within the first few weeks, signing up their first client, because I already have all the systems in play. And once you put the systems in play, it is super duper easy because it's a formula that works every time. It's trackable, it's predictable, and it always gets you the results. So we're going to get right to the end of this presentation. Thank you so much for being on for so long. And if you made it this far, you're a serious action taker. You're obviously wanting a better way for yourself. But again, you know, I'm so passionate about this material that I just go on and on and on. So just please bear with me. Okay, I'm doing my best to get this finished and give as much value as I can. So here's the thing. Here's an obvious question, right? So everything that I've discussed in this entire presentation, right? You can do this yourself. And you can do it in a very, very slow manner. Learning the systems yourself, studying, investing in coaches and mentors, studying all the different marketing systems, learning through trial and error. You know, I mean, it took me about 5 years to get it right for myself, like no lie. 5 years, a lot of money, a lot of failure. However, you also have another option to do it very, very fast, right? Take proven systems, proven templates, put them into play, and get proven results. It's all about results, right? So you can take a shortcut to building your online fitness coaching business, all right? So I'll share with you what the shortcut is. Because what is the online coaching system that I share with my students? So it's exactly what I use for my clients, my weight loss clients, tested and tweaked over time and systematized for others to use. It's my proprietary 6-month online coaching system. So I showed you little bits and pieces of it, but it is very, very robust, and it's all a formula that I use that is very, very easy to implement. And the way that I teach it is very simple. You build it with your first client. So everything we do in the beginning with my students is teaching them how to get clients, right? The lead generation systems, how to convert them. You know, typically within the first week or two, let's say you convert your first client. And then right when you have that first client, they give you cash flow. Let's say they invest $1,000 to work with you with all the proven systems. Then you start building out the infrastructure around that one client. So don't build anything before you get your first client. Then when you get that client, you build it out for them week by week by week, right? Because the cool thing is I have everything in templates, everything that's already done for you. So you can take on a client and just be 1 week ahead of them and build out everything for them. But the cool thing is hundreds of clients that eventually go through the same virtual infrastructure are going to be using the same thing that that first client did, okay? Because it's a nuts and bolts system. I teach every element of it. Everything is done for you, start to finish, right? How did I learn this? Well, obviously, it took me a lot of time, a lot of energy. So I've invested over $300,000 in my system. I took the best of the best, and I built and perfected the system for myself and to teach my students. So this simple formula will blow your mind. So I'm willing to share every part of my online coaching system with you, done for you out of the box. So the number one success principle, like I said, is a model what works. What I teach works. I use it personally, and I've earned hundreds of thousands of dollars with this exact system. I'm constantly testing and tweaking it to make it better and better. So the big question is this: how can you use my online coaching system to create a six-figure income with minimal stress? So here is what it is. It's a complete and proprietary online coaching system, implementation tools and templates. So I'm willing to teach you my step-by-step process. You will generate at least $1,000 within the first 2 weeks, guaranteed, right? It's so predictable. It is so easy to implement, and I have tons of my students getting results within the first 2 weeks. But keep in mind, this is not for everyone, all right? I just want to be fully upfront and honest, right? I wish I could work with everybody and take on as much students as I can to teach this exact system to. But most importantly, I'm going to share you who it's for, okay? It is for ethical people providing ethical services, right? Because some of this stuff that I teach is very, very powerful, right? So a person could abuse it and get a boatload of clients, sign them up, collect their money, but never deliver on their end. So I want to make sure that once you're learning these systems and formulas, that you're doing it for an ethical purpose. And it's for people that are committed to helping others on a larger scale, right? People who actually want to help clients outside of their area, okay? Outside of your local area, international, different countries. And here are who it's not for, okay? So at this point in time, if you are one of these people, please just walk away from this presentation. This is not for you. Unethical people, dabblers, complainers, and whiners, get rich quick people, right? People just want to use this for a short amount of time, make a lot of money, and then scam people. No, thank you. And most importantly, I don't want lazy people who don't take action. All right. So we're going to find out right now, like, who you are and where you are in this pyramid, what we call building an online fitness coaching business. So I mentioned this quiz in the beginning, and this is the ladder of success for business growth. So typically, most of us started here at the startup. So this is $0 to $1,000 a month. So you're just surviving, right? You're exhausted and worried about your business because you're only making $1,000 a month. And I've been there before, right? You're only making ends meet. So I will just be honest and transparent with you. So if you're in the startup, under $1,000 a month of monthly income, I don't recommend my system to you. All right. It's not a good fit. And most likely, if you try to contact me to be my coaching student, I will have to respectfully decline because I don't want people that are in the startup phase, right? There's other things that you need to implement before you start an online business, okay? Now, this is grow up. So this is $1,000 to $5,000 a month. So it's more stable, but also you're drained and uncertain. You're trading a lot of hours for dollars, okay? So as you go from $5,000 to $10,000 a month, you're then in the team up phase of your fitness business. So you're saving money, you're making profits, you're stable, but you're still frustrated, right? Because it's not continuous. 1 month is good, 1 month is bad. And here's a scale up phase, right? This is $10,000 to $20,000. So you're deploying a lot of systems. You're accomplished, but you're unclear. Okay? So here's the legacy. $20,000 and above. So I have some students that are literally earning over $20,000 from online fitness coaching. You know, $80,000 a month, $100,000 a month. You might say, like, that's impossible. No way can you be $1 million online fitness coach. But I guarantee you there's a lot more than you think, right? So this is when you have all your systems dialed in. You have a world-class virtual team. You're feeling a lot of pride in your business. We also have an abundance of time and energy because you're only focused on your superpowers. All right. So if you're anything above here, you're a good fit for my program. If you're down here in startup under $1,000 a month, I'm sorry, but I can't help you. Okay. So the key thing is you require different systems and different capabilities to get to the different parts of this business growth fitness pyramid. So here's some client testimonials, people who have increased their rings on the pyramid. So AJ emailed me a tactic that generated 27 new leads and added an additional $5,372 to my monthly revenue. Okay? Before working with AJ, I had 17 clients training one-on-one, just kind of winged it. 3 months later, I have my online training business set up in systems for everything. I'm on track to making my first 10K month thanks to his guidance. All right? I'll excuse the language in this one. Holy shit, bro. I just made 2 back-to-back sales for $2,000 each. I never made $4,000 one day with my boot camp. Patrick Jones. This one's pretty big. All right, so as a client testimonial, before I discovered AJ, I was just your average one-on-one trainer making $2,700 a month. I could barely pay my bills. I had no spending money and I was a slave to my clients. In just over a month, I already got my first few online training clients and my income has increased. I now make in a week what I used to make in a month. Thanks for everything, dude. Has been a blast so far. I cannot wait to see what I achieve in the next 6 months. That's my man, Alex Chan. So right now, it's your opportunity to take the big leap. Get away from the masses and focus on crushing the competition. Be the highest paid trainer in your area, okay? Because right now, you're at your computer watching this training. You've learned how this works. And you know that setting up an online training business can allow you to make more money and increase your freedom. So if you're someone who could really help people and deliver goods and value to your clients, you might be wondering how you can implement all the tactics and strategies I just showed you quickly and easily. Obviously, you know that online coaching works. Just look at how many top trainers are using it. It's a smart decision. Set yours up as soon as possible. What I just showed you is the exact system I personally use to build a low-stress, 6-figure online coaching business. And if you'd like me to help you implement everything we've gone over, I'd be delighted. And here's how we'll do it. If all this package was finally made you online fitness business profitable, would it be worth it? How about if it gave you the kick in the butt to finally get you moving? Would it be worth it? What if it gave you $2,000 to $4,000 clients per month? Would it be worth it? Because ask yourself, what is one client worth to you? One client. 1K, 3K, 5K more. How much would you pay to get one client per week, a month, per week, per day? So keep these things in mind if you want to move forward and applying to be one of my students. So along with literally swiping all of my systems, so you don't have to waste your time or energy trying to build your own, you'll be able to generate online income in less than 30 days. So right now you have a choice, right? 2 paths come across you right now. Because if you work with me, you are getting the exact system I personally use to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. And here's how we'll do it. So you go to this website right here, meetme.so/AJ call, and we'll set up a quick 10-minute call. And either I or one of my teammates will see if you're a good fit to be a student to learn my online fitness coaching system. All right? No pressure at all. You just go to that website, meetme.so/AJ call, and we are going to see if you're a good fit, most importantly, if or how we can help you. If I can help you, then we'll work on the details on what it entails to be a student in my program, the requirements. And if we're not a good fit, no problem. I'll just tell you straight up, like, listen, this is not going to work out. We can't work together, and I'll guide you in the right direction because I'm here to help you. That's why I did this presentation. I spent a lot of time, energy, and I'm very open and transparent and honest about sharing what works and what doesn't work. And I really, really thank you for being here for so long. But it's the same thing. We're going to set up a quick call. I'm not going to sell you anything. On the call, we're going to get into, the simplicity if we are a good fit. If we are, we'll have another conversation. If not, no hard feelings. Good to connect. And anything I can do to help you, to lead you in the right direction, to start this online fitness coaching business. Because like I said, if you don't do it with me, I want you to do this. Whether you take the hard way and learn it yourself, it is a way to go. It's a way to really take your business and expertise to the next level, but also to stop trading hours for dollars, to leverage your time and expertise, take time off, travel, work anywhere you want with your laptop and your phone. That's all you need, okay? So if you're a good fit, then I'll help you set up with my exact system to get your 100K online fitness coaching business set up in less than 56 days. That is my guarantee. All right, so we'll see if you are an ideal candidate for this type of program. I'll see where your situation is, and if I can help you, I'll show you how. If not, I'll lead you in the right direction. All right, so I'm a cool dude. I'm pretty down to earth. You know, I shared a lot about who I am, my honesty. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Thankfully, I'm really grateful and blessed to make an amazing living off my online weight loss program, and I only work with a small amount of students. I'm really just passionate about marketing, sales, business, online growth. That I love teaching this stuff because, I do this every single day. I'm very passionate about what I do with my own business, and I love sharing what works with my systems and giving it to a hand-selected group of students. I don't have a lot because I'd rather focus on having a few fitness students, personal trainers, health coaches. I even have like a dating coach. If you're a coach, you want to leverage your expertise and take it to the next level, we'll have a quick call. And if you're a good fit for my program, I will tell you exactly the steps to get started. If not, no hard feelings. So go to meetme.so/AJ call. All right. So now's the time to take action because, like I said, massive action equals massive results. All right. So very, very simple. Go to that website. We'll take the next step. All right. So after this presentation, and I thank you so much for being on so far. But now the next step, the next logical step is to go on to that website. We'll set up a time for a quick 10-minute chat and see if we're a good fit, All right, so right now we're going to basically take some questions. So what we're going to do in the chat box below is ask any questions that you have. I don't see any coming in, but Okay, go ahead and type questions. Shit. Wait a minute. It's coming up blank. I really don't know what's going on here because I was seeing the chats earlier in this presentation, but I'm not getting any questions. Please type plus enter. There's a lot of people on the line, but I'm not getting any questions. What's going on here? But again, like I suck at this computer stuff, so really don't know what the deal is here. But anyways, listen, I don't want to take up a lot of your time. I got to figure this out, but I don't want to take your time figuring out why the questions don't work. I'll get my assistant. So if anything, listen, just basically set up a quick 10-minute call. Either myself or one of my teammates will get to you, answer your questions right there. meetme.so/AJ call. Or you can feel free to add me on Facebook. Facebook.com/AJ Fit, AJFIT, and ask me questions there. If you got a lot of value off this, just let me know. Listen, I'm very accessible and I'm here to help you. But I don't know why this Q&A is not working. I mean, I suck at this stuff. But anyways, whatever. I got to stay positive and just move forward. So, wow. It's been a long presentation, a little longer than I actually anticipated to be on. Thank you so much for being here. And I really appreciate you for taking the time to better your life. Just by watching this presentation and making it this far shows that you're in the 1%. The 1% of people who want to invest in themselves, better themselves, improve themselves. And I'm sorry that I didn't get to do the Q&A. Like I just, I think I overextended my time here and the technology stopped cooperating with me. But please reach out, whether me or one of my teammates will get you on a quick 10-minute call. We'll answer any questions you have and also ask you some questions. See if you're a good candidate for this program, if you're a good fit. If so, we'll take the next stop. If not, no hard feelings. I'll make sure to point you in the right direction, give you some resources on ways where you could build this online fitness coaching business to at least get started, because that's the most important thing. Right now, like I said, it's the best time to get started with online fitness coaching. Thankfully, I've been doing it for many years. I learned the hard way, and I'm very profitable, and my students are very profitable. So you want to get started with it, That is the most important thing. Feel free to add me on Facebook or ask me a question on there if this is not working. Facebook.com/AJ Fit, AJFIT. And yeah, so that's that. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Much love to you and your success. And if you set up a call, I look forward to connecting with you. I'm all about helping people. I'm all about being honest and transparent. And I'm pretty drained at this point, because I really shared a lot of things I've never shared before. So thank you so much. And have an awesome one. Make it special. Bye.